Cell phones nowadays are very important. It's almost impossible to see someone without making plans over a phone call. 91% of the population in the United States owns a cell phone. How have cell phones affected change within the United States?
In the United States, I think they've made it easier to communicate, so you can talk to anyone in the United States or kind of around the world, whenever, and it doesn't really make a hassle because it's instantaneous. But also, I feel like they make us care more about sharing everything with everyone and also getting validation from other people. Like, it doesn't, you can have friends in different states now, and it doesn't take a week for someone to send a letter and communicate with another person. Communication is like instantaneous. But
I think cell phones have affected change in the United States because it allows things to happen quicker and communication to be quicker. Um, Instead of having to wait at home for somebody to call you or to wait for a message, someone can just instantly text you or call you, and everybody pretty much has a cell phone nowadays.
But because people don't read or have math.
What do you think about cell phones?
I think cell phones have become almost a necessity to everyone because of the rapidness of communication. Um, the problem, I think, is people are a little too addicted to their cell phones, especially after we're able to have internet and social media on our phones, that people feel like they have to be in touch with that aspect all the time. So that makes it difficult as a teacher to tear kids away from their cell phones. But there are a lot of really good things that you can do with your phone as far as translating. You can access information quicker. You can see your grades quicker. So you don't have to wait for a report card to come home. So there's a lot of really good things about that as well.
I think they're handy, and I know that I wouldn't be able to live without my cell phone because it just does so much. Like, I went a week without my cell phone, and I think I went crazy. Like, I was like, I need a GPS, I need music, I need 4 different things that my cell phone does.
They're good and bad because they can hurt your eyes and you don't like burn, and it's good for emergency calls.
How has this changed the life of the young people?
I think right now, if we didn't have cell phones, I think there'd be people would be able to talk a lot more, and they'd probably they would probably read a lot more. I know I'm guilty of getting a lot of my information from my phone, whether I'm looking at news stories in the morning as I'm getting ready, but people just rely on their phones to get a lot of their information. So people don't read newspapers in the morning like they used to. People are on their phones when they go out to dinner. So I think that's definitely one of the downfalls of cell phones.
I feel like not necessarily just cell phones, but also social media has made people more willing to share everything with everyone on the internet, like on Facebook and Twitter and all of that. And I think that's like us looking for other people to tell us, oh, your life is so cool, or you're this and that.
How have they changed society in general?
Um, a lot because in the old days they used to play a lot and not now because you just text and Facebook and stuff.
Are cell phones good or bad, and why?
I think they're good and bad because they do a lot for us and they do a lot for everyone, but sometimes you just gotta like put your cell phone down and take a moment to live life and actually go outside and all of those things.
They're good for emergencies and sometimes bad because they, they can hurt your eyes.
How do you think life would be without cell phones?
Man, it'd be hard. Again, I went through this for a week. I couldn't talk to anyone. Like, I would like pick up my broken phone and I'd be like, oh, let me just call. Oh wait, I can't. But yeah, I think we've all become so used to being able to talk to people all the time and always having something to do.
People would start to struggle a lot because really they don't even play that much a lot.
What will happen with the privacy of cell phones?
What's privacy? A lot, because people would start to be like really scared because they would put stuff in Facebook, like their photos or stuff, your texting, and other stuff.
Have cell phones changed the economy of the United States?
Yeah, a lot because yeah, a lot because they just I never see a lot of kids play or adults with their kids or friends.
Exhausted and instead we'll be like doing something else, going outside and play.
What will it happen with the privacy of cell phones?
Privacy of cell phones are, I think one thing that kids forget in general is even if you send a picture or a text message to just your friend, there's always a copy of it. So once you've put it on a cell phone, once you've put stuff on the internet, any of those things, it can always be found. So there isn't true privacy. And once you've put, kids use their cell phones for especially sending pictures and texts and posting things to social media, and once it's been put out there, it's definitely retrievable. So there isn't, once you've put your life out there on the internet, it's never going to be private again. As far as privacy specifically with cell phones, I think there's a big case going on right now with terrorists and Apple and all that, so I think that'll be interesting to see how that plays out, because Apple is refusing to give up the information from the people that did the attacks in California.
There's no privacy unless you set it for yourself, because everyone's just so willing to share everything. Because if everyone else is going to share, then you want to share too, so you're a part of it.
Have cell phones changed the economy of the United States?
As far as cell phones changing the economy, it has become something that people have to have, and cell phones are really expensive. So it's kind of something that you have to put into your budget now. It's something that's required. I don't know any business people, for example, that would not be able to have a cell phone. If I have an assignment in class, I can guarantee that probably every student in my class will have a cell phone. So it's become a necessity. So it's become part of people's budgets now that they have to. That's a bill that they have to pay. That's something that they have to take into account as one of their expenses.
Like, it changed the economy because a lot of companies are relying on social media to advertise their products or their companies, and I think that could be a good thing for some companies and a bad thing for others, especially small businesses. And yeah, that's all I got.